Hi guys, today we are going to be playing my favorite game of the childhood and my favorite video game overall, the masterpiece from Obsidian Entertainment, Alpha Protocol. Alpha Protocol is a stealth RPG action, stealth RPG espionage action, where you can play as Michael Thornton, the agent, who have the potential to possess the qualities of such spies as Jason Bourne, James Bond, and Jack Bauer's, basically 3B's formula. And you can use the mix of those styles both in your roleplay and gameplay in order to create the unique story. And the most notable thing about this game is that all of your choices do matter. And this is one of the only games I've seen where it's implemented to such a precision that it not only affects the ending, even the smallest choice have an impact even on your gameplay, even on some small story elements. Don't get me wrong, it's still not 5 different games in one, it's still one game, there is still one plot, but the outcomes and small details will vary depending on how you act, who you spare, or what you do. So we'll see how it goes, guys. Let's get into it. I'd also like to mention that it's very unfortunate and unfair that this game has received such mediocre reviews upon release. Naturally, it was a rushed release because, you know, the suits, the jackets decided that it's a good idea to release half-baked product. Everybody was complaining about bugs, problems, lags. When I played the game, I've encountered none of it. Maybe because I was playing on PC, maybe because I was playing after some time when it was released. I guess it was a couple of years after the initial release. I really like the game a lot. I wouldn't objectively call it the best game. I would put like a 7, but on the other hand there are some things, especially the dialogue is basically an improvement over Deus Ex formula. You cannot directly choose what you're going to say, your replics. Instead, you are just choosing the stance you are going to take for this particular line. That's very interesting. Has very interesting system. I also like the fact that in this game there are no bad choices, only bad consequences, or different consequences to say the least. So we'll see how it goes, guys. I'm going to start 2 playthroughs. I don't think that I'm going to start them in parallel. I guess it will be one after another. Normally, for full completion, this game requires like 5 playthroughs. Naturally, we're not going to do that because, well, if you want to see certain small changes or details or outcomes, then you can just use YouTube, just like I did. This playthrough is not going to be blind. I'm quite familiar with the game, although it was a very long time ago. When I was first playing it, I was even playing it in Russian, which was not a great experience. Don't recommend, even to the guys who speak Russian. Don't do it, just play in English. Alright, let's get going. By the way, naturally we're going to be playing on hard. We are going to abide by the Iron Man set of rules. We are also going to attempt the no death challenge, so if we have fucked something up, then we fucked something up. If I was spotted, I'm not going to reload, I will have to fight my way. There are several backstories you can choose from. They have small impact on how other characters perceive you. Nothing major, but still some neat examples. Also, they've got different skills and your start equipment differs as well. I haven't noticed a lot of changes, but I know for sure that for tech specialists there are several occasions where you'll have several more options if you have got this. If you got several new options or special options if you have this background. It's quite interesting. Other than that, we are going to be playing on Recruit. As you can see, every character has got certain skills already mastered. And if you refund all of them, then we have 31 ability point. Freelancer does not have any skills invested, but he has those skills. So when you're going to play as Recruit, you have 0, literally none. 31 skill points is more than, is like 3 early levels worth of points. This is a lot. There are certain way. There will be ways during the early stages of the game when you can certain where you can mitigate that to a certain extent. You can like get 10 points back, but those 21 points like basically got for good. But it's okay. The game is not super difficult as long as you know what you're doing. In fact, I guess it's possible to beat all the missions without any skills at all, except for the boss battles. Boss battles, if you don't have the correct skills, can be pretty brutal. So we need to keep that in mind. That said, let's get going. Let's take all of your skills. I still don't know what I'm going to use. I'm just going to invest. I'm not going for long-term plan. I'm just going to invest in something which is going to help us here and now, because the early game can be a bit challenging. Let's confirm the changes which we didn't have. Let's get going.
Air traffic control, this is Alpha 254, requesting clearance for departure. Roger that. Mark clear. Proceed to runway 5.
I'll explain what's going on, guys. Don't you worry.
Alpha 10, we are clear for departure. Please take it. ايوه الصاروخ جاهز ومطلق. هلا نستنى الكلمه من شهيد.
Okay guys, so basically what happened here is that there was a terrorist attack on the US airliner in Saudi Arabia, and the main issue is that very sophisticated and modern technology was used to shut it down. It was the missiles which were produced by Halbeck Entertainment, or I don't know how this company was called, by Halbeck basically. This is a company which produces military munitions, software, gear, equipment, all stuff like that. And this is the CEO, Leland, if I remember correctly.
Events, Mr. Thornton. It is you. Alpha Protocol began here, after all.
I guess I'm going to increase the dialogue. The dialogue audio sound.
They drugged me? Great. Now I'm gonna fail the next drug screening test. They could have just asked me to close my eyes.
I agree, Mike. I agree. Alright, we've got some basic stuff. I don't know what does this QR code means, by the way. Maybe some kind of marketing for the game. Yeah, it seems like everything is okay. We've got some kind of PDA written around the table. I wanted to change my options, right? Let's increase the dialogue volume a bit. Because the dialogue is a very important part of this game. Maybe even more so than gameplay itself.
Good, you're awake. I wasn't sure how long you'd be under. Those tranquilizers wore off fast.
Ugh. Oh, I think I'm still coming down.
What?
Ugh, never mind. Just clearing my head.
The dose was pretty strong.
Okay, let's
I'm surprised you've
be
been able to
polite
stand.
here. Let's be
I
suave.
don't think we've met.
Mina. And the static on the screen is interference, not the drugs.
Too bad. Static's a good look for you. So,
Thank you. If flattery's your only weapon, you'll need a gun. And fast.
well, I don't want to wear out my welcome. All the more reason to leave.
And how do you propose to do that? You're locked in. There's a guard outside.
Well, the
Eventually
best
he's
thing you
going to
can
come
do
check
is
on
to
you.
actually ask somebody to unlock the door, right?
Can you distract the guard? Unlock the door.
I could. A glitch in the security panel in the hall outside might do it. As long as you don't make too much noise when you leave, you might take him by surprise while he's checking it.
Cool. See?
Disabling the security
Good
system.
manners.
The door should be unlocked.
Good manners. Always going to assist you guys. I don't know where this guy is though. Okay, nice. What? Oh,
Fuck's sake.
fuck.
Somebody get me another angle on Thornton. Nah.
Okay, we are going to hack this panel to disable the alarm.
Ow.
You need to shut off the alarm.
Okay,
Panel's
yeah,
on
I
the
got
wall.
this.
Do a bypass on it. Mike, careful. They probably have a guard in the lobby.
This minigame is not that difficult, but only as long as you have the right skills, because later on it will get much more difficult. Okay, guy, cool, we've got this. And there is one guy right there, that's fine. Should be able to handle him, no problem. Cool. Well, as you can see, guys, the graphics are not superb, but I don't really care. Being objective, this is not the best game in the world, but I prefer the games which are doing something superbly. Oh! Almost managed to catch me, but I was a bit faster. We don't need this medkit, and let's get going. Let's pick up this. This game is normally much easier when you do it correctly, when you prefer stealth approach.
Watch out for cameras. If they spot you or you destroy them, they'll sound an alarm.
Okay, let's make sure that we've grabbed everything useful there is. Those tranquilizer rounds, by the way, they're very expensive and they're very rare. And this is the only non-lethal rounds you've got in the game. There are shocking grenades, but they're not very good. They don't one-shot the targets. Neither do tranquilizer busts under the certain circumstances they do so. They also have got some AoE effect. And there are almost no ways to pick them up anywhere in the game, so basically we are now sitting on half of the tranquilizer we've got. I've got a call, guys, so I'm sorry about that. Тебе приятно. Пока. Oh, sorry about that. My parents were calling in, checking in on me. I'm going to visit them tomorrow, so. Alright, guess I was a bit distracted. Have I checked this office? Or did I check the this one. I guess it's okay. I don't think there is anything valuable, so let's just get going. This is just an early game. Okay.
Almost came in a slip. Now we got you.
Oh fuck, there are so many screens in this facility. Yeah, now we're going to pick the basic lock. On PC this is a very easy minigame, but I've seen the reports that and comments that on PS this one is much more difficult. It's fine though, because on PC there is one other game which is much more difficult, so it's fine.
Any sign of our new arrival?
No sign of him yet.
Maybe you should not turn your back.
Careful, Mike. Truck coming in. And guards at the exit. Try to stay out of sight if you can.
Well, I will try. But you know, in this business there are no guarantees, Mina. Fucking quiet. I don't really see the point in trying to sneak around near the truck. They must have seen the corpse. Well, it's not the corpse, I've just knocked him out, he's alive, but you got what I meant. I don't know why would I try to get down there.
Off the truck, I see
Done it now, Mike. Too bad for you.
Mike,
Phew.
get out of there.
Okay. Did I just put 2 headshots? Well, that was great. I would like to disable this alarm. And we've got our first dossier as well. We have some statistics, pistol accuracy, SMG accuracy, damage sustained. All stuff like that, just like in GTA. Could be, sometimes can be quite interesting to read. Apparently I've also got some experience now. Okay, let's disable this alarm. Oh fuck, okay. I fucked it up, but it's... Let's do it again. Yeah, as you can see, if it's not a plot related one, that's much more difficult. Oh fuck, no, it was this one. Damn it, okay. At least we don't have anything at stake there. That's why I need to invest in some hacking. Those on hard difficulty, those games can be pretty brutal. Oh, thanks God. Now we have another mini game. This one is the most difficult one on PC. And given my eyesight, sometimes it can be tricky for me as well. We'll see. We basically need to find 2 matching a set of numbers which are not moving. Let's start the hack. I mean those... So if you would understand this correctly, guys, one of the sets I need to move with my mouse and the other one with my keyboard. For some people it's quite tricky. Not so much for me, but when there are like 4 numbers, you've got 20 seconds and they change in every 5, that can be tricky. Okay, let's go and talk to this guy. What the fuck? They closed the door. But I'm not giving I'm not going to surrender easily.
That's enough? I think that's my line.
Agreed.
What the hell's going on? Why did you drug me?
We need to get the location of this facility confidential, especially if you got kidnapped and questioned.
Okay, we are going to...
Is this place hidden?
Very. Not only does this place not exist, but places that think they know about this place, well, they don't exist either.
That's a little confusing.
We are going to use our recruits' replics.
Hell of a lot easier than politics.
Let me guess. You're not done hazing me yet.
Yep. I'm gonna ask you some questions, run you through some more tests, then you and I can talk. Face to face. That make you feel better?
It depends on the tests, I guess.
Yeah, let's
Then I
pretend to
guess it
be a
depends on how you
simple
do
guy.
on the test then. Starting with this one. I've been reading and rereading your dossier. Although with your experience, it's more like a pamphlet. Fresh out of Langley. We have to wipe behind your ears before shipping you over.
I think I've got potential, sir, and I'm anxious to prove
We'll
it.
see. If you gain more experience in the field, you may want to specialize further. But we can leave that until you've got some missions under your belt.
Agreed.
That's it. Now I'm gonna let you out of the pen here and meet the rest of the crew.
I'd prefer an assignment, not a meet.
Let's
and
be a
greet.
bit
How about
rough
you earn
with
it
this
first?
guy.
And that means following orders, got it? The rest of the crew will take it from here. They'll be running you through the basics of weapons, gadgets, and espionage tactics. When you're cleared on the basics, come find me for your assignment. I won't lie to you, Mike. It's a big one, and dangerous. But I think you're the man for the job. Make the rounds. I'll see you soon.
Great. Just like high school. Take some tests, then chat with the guidance counselor about my future.
Okay, well... We haven't earned any perks yet. Okay. Let's see, we've got 10 action points. What do we want to invest them in? We definitely want to invest at least 4 points into martial arts, because the improvement from 20 to 30 damage in close quarters combat, which we'll have to deal a lot with in the early missions, is significant, so we're going to do that. Strike combo may not be a bad one. Hacking some logs would also be nice. Extra health is nice. I mean, most of those first perks that you are going to pick up, they are quite important. The first one in stealth sucks though. You need to invest a lot of points in stealth to actually being able to get some useful perks, but this is the most overpowered and broken branch of it all. You can just knock the whole people unconscious or kill them without raising a sweat. Technical aptitude, interference. We definitely need sabotage, so we could unlock the logs without the need to destroy them. I'm going to buy this one since we've only got 3 remaining. We might as well invest into breaking and entering. On the other hand, do I need this right now? Yeah, I guess I do. There will be some missions which it can affect things. Alright then. Let's confirm those changes. We will be able to
Big
respect
ass screen.
anyway. Alright.
No weapons past this point.
Okay, fair enough.
Area's off limits. Use your PDA if you're turned around.
Report to the training section, right? Okay. Use the locker to change the appearance. After using the locker, proceed with orientation or return to the interrogation room for your mission. Okay.
Probably want to change. Go on. Your gear's in the lockers.
We are going to complete the full training, that's fine. Facial appearance. Whoa. Negro Torton. I guess I'll stay on fair. It's about the hair. What do we have here? Yeah, let's be like this. Disheveled. What about the beard? I think we are going to be clean. The hats. Let's use the camo cap. I guess it looks best out of all we've got there. I guess we could add some glasses to look cooler. Well, I can't see the eyes because of the glasses. Let's be dark brown.
Orientation's not mandatory. You can turn around and go back to Westridge right now. Although that might make him upset.
It will. Okay, how about we... Well, what do you guys do when you first get to a new walking place? First thing that you're going to do is you're going to hack the
Might
email
want to take it a
system.
little easier when you escape next time.
Well, guys, you should not have dragged me. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's access the email and see what we've got here. Medical facility is off limits until further noticed. Notify your supervisor. Okay, it's because I have arrived. Situation report, Al Samad. Regarding the parcel, buyers confirmed as an agent of Al Samad. Seller appears to be operating under the name Nazri to determine source of funding. Okay, missiles. Forensic sim has completed survey of suspected fire and location as predicted by triangulation modules. Good news, evidence of a ground-launched missile could have been a guided missile. No way a guided rocket could have hit the airline at that altitude. Has been confirmed by discarded sabot and particulate matter, both of which were fired with 99% certainty when flight 6133 was shot down. Bad news, the missile sabot matches no known ground-to-air missile systems, none. There is no discernible markings, no telltale design marks. Size and composition makes it sure bet for a NATO-built weapon, but beyond that we can't place it. It's almost certain that this is some sort of new generation tech. Okay. Westridge, new member. Attention, we have a new fish coming on board tomorrow. You'll refer to as Michael Thornton. We are taking a bit of a chance on Thornton. He is pretty much a raw recruit in the CIA. Only 6 months of field work to his name. We'd normally expect more field experience from an applicant, but his intelligence aptitude are off the charts. He is a national marksman, learned conversation Farsi only after 8 days of assignment in Iran, and according to his handler, broke a terrorist cipher in his spare time. Needless to say, the kid's talents are going to waste in the CIA. He'll be put through the opening ceremony tomorrow, complete with a hostage scenario and obligatory side games. Assuming all goes well, we'll be on our shortlist for Desert Spear. Hostage scenario? Wow. Need some more info. Skip Baxter, the GOP lobbyist on the list. I found interesting money trail on him. He collected re-election funds from 16 different corporations. Were within federal, the remainder were beyond the limit in place at the time, and pulled them into the True Leadership PAC fund. The check was buried internally, but I found the crashed check in the records of a bank of Saudi Arabia cashed by Nigel Winchop. While there are Shahid. Okay, interesting. Oh, we can also see the previous messages as well. Let's take a look what we got here. Oh, this is one from Westridge. Parkmeister, I need to run some facts sweeping on me. I have some names I need to follow on. Okay. That short look becoming. Let's see the previous message. Hey Mina, I guess you didn't get my email the other day. No big deal. Maybe we can go dinner tonight. I know the mess hall isn't exactly fine dining, but it's not like we can take a ride down the street for exquisite French cuisine. And who says cafeteria food can be romantic? I'll save our ketchup packets and frame them for when our grandkids ask about how we met. Sean D. For fuck's sake, this guy is a weirdo. Sean, really Sean, I'm just not interested in the whole mention of grandkids, just a little bit creepy. Perhaps I can ask Westrich what he thinks of your constant attempts and team building. Yeah, you got him, Mina. Okay, we've got a competitor here. I mean, we've come to this job for women and action. Let's see the news reports.
Our war does not end here.
From Shahid.
This target is not the last.
We've actually got...
With our will and our resolve, Al-Samad shall continue these attacks, fight the aggression of the West with its own weapons. Yes, for weapons have been delivered to us. Weapons that will make a graveyard in the skies of our enemies. We have the ability to strike far and to strike swiftly. There are no limits to our reach. No limits.
Well, there is
to the
actually a
justice
perk for
we
listening to
bring
this news,
in the
and
name
I've
of
heard
freedom
those
for
news
our
as well,
people.
so I'll go
I
take a snack.
am a man of my
You
word.
can see from those
And
news
this
that
I
this guy
promise
is
you.
a man of his word, and
This attack
that's an interesting.
is but the
You will also
first
be able to confirm it by his
Al-Samad
dossier.
brings against its enemies.
So those
As
little
fire
details,
rained
they're
down
not just for
upon us,
cosmetics. They actually
So
have
shall
meaning in the game.
Al-Samad bring fire to your people as well. The West and its allies shall bear the cost of what they brought to our people, to our country, and they will answer for it. You seek to take our land, undermine our faith? All that you have seen this day is the answer to your brutal acts, the only language America understands. I am a man of my word, and this I promise you. This attack is but the first that Al-Samad brings against its enemies.
Okay. Well, and there we've got our first perk, I guess, right? Yeah, news conscious, 5% Intel discount from Sony vendors. This will allow us to save some cash, which is going to be extremely useful. Alright. Well, where should I go next? I guess I should go... I guess I should go to the easiest of all of those orientations. Let's go to the weapons orientation. Let's talk to Mina, the girl who chatted on us when we just waked up.
Hello? Anybody shooting in here?
Agent Thornton. Hello.
Hey. Hey, you're the one I spoke to when I woke up in the medical bay. Glad that wasn't a hallucination.
It may have been. Do you remember my name? Or do I need to write it down for you?
Mina, right?
That's right. Good to see you've recovered from the medical room with your memory intact.
Memory intact? Speaking of which, I don't remember where I left my keys or my passport.
Confiscating personal items is quite routine. I wouldn't worry about that. But let's get down to the task at hand. I'm here to run you through the weapons training and
We're
test
not
your
going to be
accuracy.
suggestives.
Sounds great.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. I excelled at the academy. This should be fun.
Well, all right. Usually I get a lot of resistance to the training exercise. Or a comment from new recruits about how their guns check out. And then they flex. It's pretty tiresome.
Oh, guns. Right. So, where do I go now?
Just head through the door to the
Let's
fire
be a normal
range,
guy.
and I'll keep in contact with you over the
Mature
earpiece.
person.
Head over to the table, get your weapons, and we can begin.
Yeah, okay, we're going to
The
excel.
standard field agent
There is actually a
includes
bonus
pistol,
if you do
SMG,
those
shotgun,
missions.
and assault rifle.
with
Each
a
has
good
its
score.
strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with the pistol. Equip the pistol, then aim down range and take some shots at the target.
Pistol is pretty fun, it's the best weapon in the
Good
game.
aim. Now, Steady your aim for a few seconds. Then
It's
fire.
basically the tutorial.
Precision shots can take down a target.
By the way, we also acquired another perk, professional. We have tried the professional approach in your first few conversations. Well, I was actually going to be aggressive, but I guess extra endurance will help us in the early game. Not so useful in the later game. Endurance is basically Cersei's armor.
Quickly.
Yeah, we can just scope this guy out for a critical strike if we hold.
Now,
I'll
let's
aim
move
for
on to
some
the
time.
submachine gun.
I want the... They don't got it yet.
Now let's empty the clip. Let you get a feel for the recoil. Now take cover. Still using cover, take some shots at the target.
Maybe I'll go for machine guns actually, because I've never played with
Terrible
submachine
fire in
guns.
mind, but it can get the job done, eventually. Now try popping out and focusing your aim. You can use cover to your advantage here.
When you hit the targets and you don't reload, you see this multiplier on the top. Your damage is basically going to be increased.
I've unlocked the door to the tactical range on your right. Let's see how you do against some moving targets.
Okay.
Now, with the pistol, you'll want to be patient and attack when targets get close.
The thing is that I know how the points are calculated, so we just need to strike
Good.
as many critical strikes as we can, despite the fact that it's going to take more time. And my neighbor has decided it's a good time to drill, apparently. It's fine! My voice is louder than you drill, you
Now for the
freak.
shotgun.
Oh, he's not a freak, he's
Holding the
just...
trigger steady and firing can knock down even heavily armored targets.
Okay, fair enough. Multiple kill.
Good. Next.
I'll go for critical. When those guys, by the way, when you use a shotgun, if you knock out the target, you can just go and punch to the face with your leg, and it's going to be considered that.
Now for your submachine
weapon.
guns. If you're trapped in close quarters with multiple opponents, the SMGs can help clear the room quickly. Not subtle or quiet, but... And that's enough. For long-range encounters, the assault rifle's the key. It's accurate, powerful. Just be sure to line up your shots carefully.
Yeah, it takes quite a long time to get the precision shot. This is basically the best weapon in the game. It's the most balanced, and you can even use it without any skill or ability points invested into it. We'll have some misses with it because, as you can see, it fires 3 bullets at a time.
Watch for attackers from above. They may be out of reach, but not rifle range.
Yeah, because we don't have any skill points, it could be a bit tricky.
That's it. Take the ladder, head up and back. All done.
I think we should have a very good score.
Good, Mike. I'm logging the results now.
Alright. Is somebody out on the course?
Darcy. He's trying to beat your time.
Darcy? Who the hell is that?
Our tech
I have not
instructor.
seen him yet.
Very insecure.
Huh.
This is a guy who was trying
luck
to
to him.
hook her up.
Yes. Hasn't he already gone through this training, though?
As soon as he knew you were talking to me, Mike, he was in here in a second, in case he saw you as a challenge for my affections. It's like a cage match with you boys.
We're gonna have to do a cage match?
Not if I can help it. But no, Mike, we don't do cage matches as part of the training.
Oh. So, can I get my score on the course?
This is a very good score. Multiple enemies one-shot bonus, critical hits, misses, time taken.
That's one of the most impressive scores I've seen. With that in mind, you did so well, I'm wondering if you'd be up for something more challenging. A bonus round.
This course is a joke. Did you scale it down for that jackass? I could walk the rest of the way.
Jackass? Now I'm hurting.
So will Darcy. Did I mention...
Well, the problem is that we will still have to go to this guy for our training, so...
Go in there, and if you can hit Darcy where it counts, that'd be worth a recommendation in my report. And worth some rep with Westridge. And it'd be earned.
Sure, sounds good. Any preference on weapon?
These targets are pretty easy for someone to hit. Thornton could have aced this thing blind.
Give me the gun.
And we've got the silencer
Let's
as a
start with the
bonus,
pistol
which is
again.
very important.
Don't worry. We're using tranquilizer rounds, so you won't be doing any lasting harm to your targets.
I also think that this mission is
Turnabout
actually
is fair
bugged
play.
because it doesn't
They
make any
drugged you,
sense.
so-
You'll see what I mean later. Yeah, it doesn't even feel like he's fighting me.
Lucky shot.
Alright, you're all done. Head on back.
Okay, well that wasn't difficult as you can see. I think this mission, there should have been something else in this mission. Maybe it's a bug. Maybe there should have been a door open somewhere here, but I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's done. This guy is probably going to be pissed at us when we visit him.
Alright.
So we are going to visit him last.
Well done. Critical hit. I don't think I have to worry about Darcy coming by again.
Anything else I can do?
No, Agent Thornton. Mission
And we've got
accomplished.
a lot of reputation with her.
If you haven't seen Westridge yet, you may want to pay him a visit after all the training is done. You've certainly aced this exercise.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm not going to the gadget orientation because this guy is probably still pissed off at me. What about my experience? Yeah, it's okay. What we've got here? Yeah, we've got dossiers on factions. Casual attire, sound dampening. Okay, our equipment is now finally unlocked. I also want to check which perks have we got. We've got 2 from green. Cage match, 5% weaponry discount from Saudi winners. I don't know. Well, on the other hand, I'm not sure that I'm going to buy any weapons, but the ammunition can certainly be useful. Plus, we got the silencer. Let's enter espionage orientation.
This is a restricted area. The vending machines are down the hall and to the right.
I may be new to this, but not that new. Don't you have interns for that?
No, we don't. You're Michael Thornton, Westridge's candidate.
Hopefully, yes. It was a lot like the Untouchables route. I was fresh out of basic.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the reference. You were chosen not because of skill or experience, but because you're under the radar of most intelligence agencies.
Flattering.
Obviously, Westridge sees potential in you. Let's see if it's earned.
Let's see.
So, orientation. You are familiar with the premise of an obstacle course, I assume?
I'm not that green.
We'll see. Up the ladder is the training area. The first test is navigating through the environment without being detected. Following that, you'll be facing live challenges against the agents here.
I already ran one of these in basic, and every week thereafter.
Well, then this should be no problem for you. I look forward to the results.
What's the deal with the security panel?
It secures the entrance. If you're as capable as Westridge says, then you should have no trouble hacking it and gaining access to the course. Clock's ticking.
Great.
I mean, we're in serious business here, so it's only fair. Let's do it.
Course begins now. Hack the door in front of
Not
you
sure
to gain
how we'll
access
be able
to
to
the
get.
course.
But my results are going to be as good as the weapons training, but
Always check your surroundings for cameras. We can't have you appearing on the nightly news. Mind the gap.
what?
The key to stealth is timing. Pay attention to camera movements, then exploit their blind spots.
Fuck. Let's disable the alarm. Yeah, I fucked it up a bit. Fair enough. This is not going to be great for my score, I believe. I'm glad that I haven't taken the obvious route and didn't try to rush through this thing. That was a trap.
Taking in the view. Yeah, well, I doubt the view is what's making you hesitate.
Yeah, I gotta have an idea here. Yeah, let's stop this guy.
I've unlocked the security door. Come back to the control room for your evaluation.
Okay, well, I fucked it up a bit, but it should be
Your score is
okay.
based on several factors. Sorting the numbers now.
No bonus for being undetected, but otherwise, minigame successful. Should be okay.
Outstanding. Well above average, especially for a trainee. Okay. You want to run it again?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Very well, I'll log the results. Westridge can complete your evaluation once you finish the other tests.
Did I do much better than the other recruits?
You're the first raw recruit we've gotten since Alpha Protocol started.
Then it wasn't too bad, I guess. It felt a little easy, but...
Of course, not enough of a challenge for you?
Let's
No.
be honest about this.
Then I have an assignment for you. This one won't be logged.
What? You mean like a covert training op? Aren't you guys carrying orientation too far?
Nothing of that Alpha Protocol is orientation, Agent Thornton, despite the semantics. The penalty for getting caught, however, won't be a poor score. It'll be detention. So, are you up for it or not?
Yes, we're up for it.
Well, I'm up for it. Let me see what you need. You want me to head back to the medical center? Why? What's the file name?
Jacob. Not only will this be a much more practical use of your talents, but I think you'll be curious to see where in the world you're going to be sent.
Sounds like fun, actually.
We'll see. Westridge gets angry with people that bend the rules.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, it's not that bad. We're not going to return to interrogation room, no way. I also want to drop a save, just in case, because there are actually 2 doors, and you can accidentally go to Westridge, and then you won't be able to complete your training.
Are you waiting for clearance? Go ahead.
Let's check everything out, because I bet there might... Yeah, there is a new stuff. Some dossiers which we would have missed if we would have refused this assignment. There are also some guys up top, so I can't really move. I can't really make any noise. Otherwise, we will be spotted. There are some guys on the 2nd floor. Wait, what? Yeah. Some info on Nasri. We could read it later. The logo of Alpha Protocol. Alpha Protocol, by the way, in the language of espionage activists, let's put it like that, is the term which is used for rogue agents. So basically, this organization is created to deny the responsibility. Oh, let's be careful about this. Let's be careful about this. We also don't have any guns, which is maybe slight problem here. And there is nobody. Okay. I don't know where this guy is going to. No. Fuck, I don't know this guy's patrol routines.
That's interesting.
Okay, I guess I should be able to get him out, get him down in time. Yeah, those guys are probably going to be pissed off for this. I like knocked them all out twice. Do we have any perks yet? No. We don't. I could wait for this, for the cooldown of this skill. I guess I'll do it. Because I want to be able to see the enemies. You can also make it so that this skill is almost active. Awareness Master. That's why even if you're not going for the stealth route, you should still invest some points at least. Well, I guess it makes sense to at least get the basic Shadow Operative ability. We need a lot of points for that though. Okay, well... let's get into this. Let's make sure that we've picked up everything we've got. Another briefcase. Another dossier on Alpha Protocol. Nothing new here, but if you knock the glass with a fire extinguisher, then it will be fixed. Other than that, nothing new. Okay, let's pick up the file. We still need to get our way back. Nobody here, it seems like. But it's still possible that the more guys will be spawned in, so let's be careful. Especially since we've only got our bare hands. Yeah, see, there is a guy. Hopefully he's alone. Well, we've checked this office already. Okay. Hey guy, you didn't see anything, right?
Area's off limits. Use your PDA if you're turned around.
And now this door is locked. And we can now finally start breathing. That was pretty well. You have a bonus for doing it without getting spotted, by the way.
Did you do as I asked?
Got the data, no problem.
I'll download it from your PDA. Were you seen?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, well, then that'll have to be sufficient.
Now that you have this file, anything you can tell me about my real assignment?
You're going to the Middle East to recover stolen prototype missile technology. Your probability of success is in the lower 20th percentile.
Wait, I'm going to the Middle East?
I've downloaded intel onto your PDA. That should prove useful when you reach your destination.
Let's be grateful.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it, Parker.
We're exchanging favors, Agent. We're even. And that's an important lesson in our line of work.
So when am I shipping out?
After you finish your orientation with Westridge, it's customary for him to outline, in his slow and plodding way, his expectations for you. Then he'll send you to fetch, like a good dog.
I'm not sure I like that comparison.
Yeah, well, none of us do, Agent. But such is the nature of the kennel you've been put in. Was there anything else?
I'd like to talk about your attitude, actually. You've been running me ragged since I met you, and you've got no call to talk down to me.
Of course I do. I'm your superior.
Rank doesn't matter when the cameras are off.
It may seem abrupt at times, Agent, but I am an analyst, not your friend. When I am your handler, my job is to give you information quickly, efficiently, and help you accomplish your mission.
Okay.
So you've been on a lot of Alpha Protocol ops.
Key ones, yes. I was involved in the events leading up to your assignment, in fact.
How?
I took on the role of a contractor, an accountant. Money is one of the easiest ways to track events.
As we've seen in the email on the computer we've hacked.
So you're a spy?
I'm an observer. I rarely take action. But the smallest event, if analyzed incorrectly or acted on improperly, could have great repercussions. And that's where I come in. To interpret events.
Like butterfly wings sparking a tornado? That kind of thing?
Spare me the butterfly cliché. Guerrilla actions, nuclear tests, exposing a corrupt politician, a rise in grain prices, and... yes, the downing of an airliner in the Middle East.
Okay.
All of these things have the potential to create larger catastrophes.
Naturally.
Controlling the repercussions of these events, getting
this
agents
guy
the
actually
information they
learned
need to put
this.
fires out before they
What
rage
this
out of
guy
control.
is.
That is my job.
So, what, you're like a political fortune teller? I thought economists had the market cornered.
Yes, it's a numbers game. But decisions must be made quickly. If the decisions are solely reactive or passive, well, then you operate at a disadvantage.
I agree with you.
So sometimes
He's actually teaching us of the nature of the game.
Equilibrium, yes, at times. At other times, to give America an economic advantage.
I thought we were mostly mission-driven.
We are. But even you will see the effect that even seemingly minor interactions have on the structure of a mission. Carry the logic one step up, and it shouldn't be hard for you to grasp.
What else do you do here aside from analysis?
Whatever is needed.
You know, I actually thought you were the janitor when I arrived.
That would either be an insult or an excellent deduction. I'm guessing the former.
I was actually just trying to make conversation. But why would that be an excellent deduction?
Because, Agent, Alpha Protocol can only maintain plausible deniability as long as no one knows we exist. That means continually cleaning and scouring data, masking our communication lines, and protecting our global positioning.
I understand. That must be a full-time task, and an important one.
Agreed. Even Westridge would say I hold the most important post in the facility. So, in short, yes, I clean up after others, and if necessary, I'm the one tasked with shutting this program down.
Shutting it down?
Turning off the lights, putting up the chairs, locking the door.
What does that mean exactly?
This place cannot be found. If Alpha Protocol is compromised, any evidence of the program must be deleted.
But what happens to the... I mean, is there an escape route, or what happens?
What do you mean, Agent? Be specific. I dislike dancing around an issue if one exists.
What happens to the program? Seems like a waste of resources.
You are correct. If ended, it starts again under a different name, with a new agenda.
You sound like you've done this before.
If I have, it's classified. Or perhaps I'm joking. Are we done here, Agent? I think I've answered all your questions.
Some of them, yeah. The others can wait.
That actually was great conversation, and we managed to get this guy on our side. Let us enter the gadget orientation now. Our last mission for in today's episode. Oh, the Darcy's going to be pissed.
About time you got here. Guess you were too busy laughing it up from the weapons range, huh? You got me good there.
Look, I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot at the weapons range.
No, it was exactly how it was supposed to happen. Just a little challenge we like to give the new recruits.
What, like hazing?
You'll see. Don't worry about it. You and me, we're gonna be great
Oh,
friends.
thanks, Gus. He's an adequate
Glad you
person.
finally showed up. Thought you might have gotten lost on the way here. Or were too busy beating up some more guards.
Neither. Just surveying the area, actually. Checking out the facility.
Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, not a good idea. Hitting the guards, I mean. The ones here have a lot of time on their hands, and that means a lot of time to hold grudges.
I'll keep that in mind, but I wasn't expecting to be drugged and attacked.
A good agent's ready for anything.
Oh, the smart ass.
Enough chit-chat. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Well, you do. I'm mostly here as an observer. I'll be doing your evaluation, too.
What's that out there? A used car lot?
A target range for you. For me, more like a shooting gallery. Head out the door there and we'll get started.
All right, then.
Okay.
Open the locker and equip
We
yourself.
are going to be a
Use
person
them
who
all, just come back
communicates
and
well
grab
with
some more.
others. Let's get all of them on our side.
All right, everyone's favorite. Grenades. See
Grenades!
that arm of yours, go on.
Grenades!
They're concussion rounds, so don't be skittish. They sting, not kill.
Hello! Sometimes I wish I could be, well, not full-time, part-time voice actor. I could definitely voice act some units in RTS
All right,
games.
now how about something more challenging? Try a ricochet to hit the target behind the wall. Lob it behind the target and use the wall for a hook shot.
Yeah, sure, no problem. There you go. You probably need to be hidden like this though.
Now, try and get one through the window.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Now for some fireworks. Try and chuck one beneath the truck and take out the gas tank.
Yeah, no problem, Darcy.
Never get tired of that one. Now, see
Yes,
that electronic
silk.
lock there?
That was a
Use
real
your
explosion.
EMP grenade to shut it down. Can save you time in the field.
Okay, we actually don't need to throw this grenade like this because we have interference perk, but...
It's shut down.
Yeah, that's what
No
you're
more lock.
supposed to do in case you don't have an opportunity to
All right,
shut off
see
the
that locker
alarm.
there?
Well, let me guess. You want me to place one on the door?
Nice, and just in time.
Hey, Darcy, open up.
Guess some of the other guards will be pulling double shifts for a while. You know those guards you beat up when you got out of medical? Yeah, well, they're gonna be joining us in a second. You've got a head start, so if I were you, I'd set an ambush or just start running. Me, I'd use the mines. That's what they're for.
Shot at him.
Watch for devices.
Hey, Thornton. I want to talk to you.
Sneaky bastard.
Man, the doc's gonna be pissed. All right, all done. Head on up, Mike. I'll give you a breakdown on your performance.
Well, that wasn't bad. It was quite easy.
So, Mikey, you did all right on the basic run. You know, that performance wasn't half bad. Almost as good as my record. How about we up the stakes?
Yeah, sure, let's get the second mission out.
What do you have in mind?
Alright, me and the guards, who you already met when you woke up, pooled our petty cash. and we'd like to make
We've
it
beaten them 3 times already.
All right, I'm listening.
It's a rematch, on our terms. It's simple. Disable all the alarms and escape the area in the time provided, and you take home the winnings. If you lose, you'll owe us. Got it?
Sounds good to me.
Just head into the range and we'll get to it, Mikey.
All right then. Tell your team to get ready.
Okay, but I'll have
So
shock
here
mine,
we
so...
are. Rematch for you and the guards, but on their terms. So listen up. There's alarms hidden all over the course. All you need to do is shut them down. But the guards are gonna try and reset them. Every time an alarm goes off, another squad's coming in. And they all want a shot at you, trust me. Alarm goes off enough times, and you're gonna get trampled. But you have the technology to beat them. So let's see you even the odds. If you can.
This mission doesn't exactly work like he said, but... Okay. Okay, well... I'm going to deactivate the alarm, and I've got a mimic beacon for that. Radio mimic, but that's okay. I'm going to set the charges off first. It's not like we are pressed for time there. Can you place one on the floor? Yeah, you can. Okay, I'll save the rest of them.
There's Mike. There's the distraction.
What the hell? Fuck! Goodbye, my friend. I mean, I could try to deactivate it manually, it's fine. I don't know whether there is a difference, maybe I get some XP for doing that.
And there's the alarm again. Trying to get
Fuck!
back to the medical bay, huh?
Ah! Where did he come from? It seems like they killed each other, I guess. I should have stayed near the medkit, now that I'm thinking about this. Heal! Heal up! Fuck! Fuck! Okay, well, we are stuck a bit. I don't want to die. Okay, finally. Can I replenish my traps? Yeah, I can. Nice. If only I knew about that. Fuck, I've got no idea where they will be coming from. That's fine, let's get this done.
There you go. Getting sick of hearing them anyway. Thought they might have you for a second.
Wait,
Just
what?
wrong.
What? Did they come in, but...
Up and I'll call someone in to clean up the course.
I don't know what's going on here. Something is wrong, but that's fine.
Pretty thorough. Made a real mess of things. In a good way.
At least we didn't die.
That's all I need. See
Plus
you in the field,
20k,
Darcy.
not bad actually.
If you say so, Mikey.
Alright. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Let's get back to Westridge. He's probably going to be proud of us. We have 3 action points, but I don't really have anything to invest them in yet, so we're going to let them sit for now. So you can't go back, so you won't be able to visit Westridge accidentally. That's good to know. Okay guys, that's about it. Our introductory part is coming to an end.
You guys must have spent a fortune on the TVs in this place.
That's what I thought exactly.
You all done?
You tell me.
Now you're learning. I have to admit I was worried whether we'd be able to keep you here after you woke up in medical. You gave our staff a run for its money.
Let's be critical about
Maybe
this.
it's their training that's in question, not mine.
Fair enough. It'll be a good excuse to up the morning drills around here. Looks like you did well on the tech portion of the test. Very well. Past Darcy's bitching, there's some real compliments in here if you look at the numbers. Mina's report on your weapon skill was impressive. In fact, I think you outperformed many of the guards. And it's your first day.
What can I say? Top of my class at the academy, if you read my charts. You did read them, didn't you?
Oh, I did. It was hard getting through the pages detailing your overconfidence.
Well, as long as you read the charts, that's all that matters. I'm a little surprised Mina was paying attention to my firing skills at all, actually.
Careful. If you get any more full of yourself, not even this facility will be able to...
Oh god, that's hilarious, but...
And here's a surprise. A positive evaluation from Parker. On the number side as usual. But he actually took the time to write a sentence.
He did. What was the sentence?
You may have been right about this one, Westridge. For Parker, that's high praise. Assuming you don't let us down, Mike. Looks like that's it for the physical evaluation. Now for the hard part. Tell me why you're here. Not everyone gets chosen for this line of work.
Action.
You volunteered. Usually
Duty
we have to ask.
would make him proud,
You ever
but
had
I'll
an
go to
intern
action.
position at a government agency?
I have.
Need I say more? All my exercise was moving papers from desk to desk. I'm here to do work, not sit back and manage it. I want to be out where the action is. I want to make a difference.
What makes you think you're ready? Because I tell you, we get a lot of recruits in here, and you're not convincing me.
I get an opinion? Or is that a rhetorical question?
All right, let me be more specific. Beyond the guns, tech, and sneaking around in the dark, there's one last part of this job that nobody else here quite gets.
I'm listening.
Good, because listening is a large part of
He is
it.
actually,
The
this
way
is
we
actually a
talk to
tutorial,
people,
guys.
Your attitude. That's what we're going to discuss now.
I'm not sure I understand. Is there something wrong with how I deal with people?
No, believe it or not, you're not here because you're a people person. You're here because your psych profile says you're skilled at manipulating others.
Was that a compliment?
You'll see. The way you project yourself definitely affects what people think of you, and your reputation with them.
And if I want to impress them?
You don't always want to or need to. Having a good or bad rep with someone can actually gain you different benefits. Sometimes you want to piss someone off so they can't think straight. Other times you want to build a
both
strong
positive and
rapport
negative
with
reputations
someone and
carry
talk your way out of a bad situation.
advantages.
All depends on your objective. This goes for your handlers as well. We're going to be sending you into a lot of dangerous places, and your only backup is going to be who you're talking to on your headset. How you treat them is going to have an effect on the success of your mission.
So if I piss them off, I'm screwed?
No. A handler that likes you too much and puts emotions before the mission can be just as dangerous as one who resents you.
This is a long way of telling me that I should just act the way I want. I didn't realize this was an acting gig.
No, again, there are no bad choices. just results. Over time, folks may hear about you and your attitude before they meet you. They may have a preconceived notion of how you're going to treat them, which can affect their reaction.
Well, maybe they should take the time to know the real me.
If only. Time's something no one seems to be able to spare, especially during a conversation. Although that can be a plus.
If I need a breather to assess the situation, right?
The clock doesn't stop when you're speaking to
Fuel's
someone.
recharging.
So if you need to get your second win before a fight, making small talk can buy you time.
But if I'm running on adrenaline, won't chatting take me off my guard?
It can. So if you need to get to the point, act instead of fight. For example, if you don't think I have any more to teach you, then you could just say, I'm done with this. I wouldn't think any less of you. You seem to have the basics down.
Well, I prefer action, but why would I be talking to them if I need to shoot them? Seems like a bullet might be the best opener.
Sometimes it is better if you shoot first. Still, approaching someone to talk to them can allow you to get the drop on them if you get close enough to strike. Use it if you have to, if the conversation isn't going your way. Assuming there's even a way you want the conversation to go.
Like if I wanted to seduce someone? I mean, not like I have trouble with that or anything.
If that's what you want to do, pay attention to the clues in your environment. Sometimes people will have advice, and intel can help. But there's another way. Read much?
Well, I read the recruiting pamphlet. Got me this far.
There's a host of information out there through dossiers, email, and other documents that represent total research others have collected on a target, organization, or operation.
And what does that get me, exactly?
Sometimes you'll spot obvious triggers. People who don't respond well to smartasses, like me. Others who respect loyalty, duty, a professional approach. Others who don't have time for bullshit, and like it when you get to the point. But dossiers just don't contain psych information. They'll usually have combat information on your target as well. What side they favor, any past injuries, common weapons or tactics they use. Some of it blunt, some of it subtle.
As you can see, guys, this
But
game
if
is
push
very
comes to
interesting,
shove,
especially
it
for
can
the
give you
first
an
time
edge in
you're
combat.
playing.
The more you've done your homework, the more vulnerable they'll be.
Makes sense to me. I'd rather get a firefight over with as quickly as possible.
Amen to that. Our records are complete, so use them when you have downtime.
You have dossiers on everyone here?
Yep, if you can dig them up. You might learn a few things. Sometimes reading a dossier will give you more options when dealing with others.
Oh, that's interesting.
A few facts to bring up, to shake secrets loose.
What about you?
You should already know what makes me happy, Mike, and what pisses me off.
How do I know when I have the go-ahead to start accessing files?
After meeting a target or hearing their name referenced by someone else, you should have a target ID. Then hop onto the database.
I like
and start
how
doing
the
your
developers
homework.
actually
You can usually unlock their basic information at that point.
broke
Let's
the
start with a simple
fourth
one.
wall by
Al
saying,
Samad. That
with
should
the
be
Parker
familiar to
saying
you.
that
The terrorist group.
Yes, you can research groups as well as people. It doesn't carry the same benefits, but it can provide useful intel in the field.
Cool.
Talking to people
That's actually
about
true.
others is
There
a
are
good
some
way
good
to help gain
information on the
dossier
tactics
information.
you need to use.
Sometimes people will have information on someone that can unlock a brand new thread in your computer search.
Okay, so I've suffered through your interrogation and know how to give one if need be. Am I ready or not?
We'll see.
I like that developers are self-aware of the fact that their tutorial is,
good.
while all that
I'm sick of
beneficial
this
tool
room.
is
Trust
quite
me,
lengthy.
Mike. If it was up to me, you'd never see this interrogation cell again. Recognize him?
That's Sheikh Ali Shahid, the voice of Al Samad. They say he was responsible for shooting down that airliner in the Middle East.
Yeah, he got his hands on some prototype Halbeck technology. A missile with a multi-stage targeting system called Jacob's Ladder. That airliner was his first target.
But how did Shahid get his hands on that missile?
Missiles. He's got more. He stole them from Halbeck, and we need them back before he gets any more trigger-happy. Then we want you to kill him.
About time. I'm getting tired of this place.
All right, then. Pack your gear. You're heading to Saudi Arabia.
Not coming with me?
I'll be there in spirit. And on video and radio when needed, Agent.
And I just got here. Oh, well. I'm gonna miss this place.
You just told me that you were
I
not...
doubt it. I'll contact you when you reach Saudi Arabia.
Cool, guys. That was a great first episode. It has been a while since I played this game. I don't really like it. let's take a look. We've got almost all the objectives completed. You actually get the XP both from defeating and evading enemies, but I don't know which grants you more benefit, to be honest. We haven't completed one objective, I don't even know which one, so let's see. And there is also a mission log where you can see what was going on. Damage sustained, knocked out by hand, tranquilized, subdued total. Accuracy, total medical bills, fast as heck. After working in medical facilities surrounded by armed guards, Agent Thornton was put through a rigorous screening process. Agent Thornton was not notified of the test. After a brief introduction to the facility, Thornton was instructed to attend orientation on the use of gadgets, espionage, infiltration tactics, and in basic use. Minute 10 reports Agent Thornton excelled in the weapons range and has cleared him for field operations. Agent Thornton apparently ran the weapons course again after his score was calculated. Due to an unspecified weapon misfire on the range, Agent Darcy was hit and injured. While be able to conduct the orientation, Agent Darcy is still recovered. Sean Darcy reports that Thornton is fully cleared for technical operation and note that his use of gadgets on the course was inventive. There was apparently several injuries on the gadget range due to miscommunication in training schedule. Several guards were slated to begin the course at the same time as Agent Thornton. As a result, suffered various injuries. While believing Thornton was part of the challenge, the agents are now recovered. My god. Alan Parker cited that Agent Thornton's score on the espionage course was one of the best in some time, while expressing some skepticism on Thornton's lack of experience. Initial testing is proving promising. Agent Thornton vanished for a short time during the espionage orientation. Thornton's whereabouts during this period are unknown, although Parker claims that he noticed nothing out of the ordinary during the scheduled orientation run. A psychiatric evaluation was given by Jan C. Westridge. Agent Thornton meets the psychological profile required for tracking down the missing Outback missiles and dispatching Sheikh al-Shahid. Cool! We managed to suck everyone's dick. And one vagina. Okay, that was great. Okay guys, I'm looking forward to playing this. In fact, I'm going to do this right now, but that's it for the first episode. If you like this type of stuff, please stick to me. You may not give a shit about my channel or me, but I really like this game. I doubt that we'll see any game of this genre in the nearest future, especially by Obsidian Entertainment. So, thank you very much for watching. Stay with me. We've got a lot more stuff coming in. Bye.